Station 11. Thirst.
Surely Psalm 22 quickly came to mind for those who knew Scripture. The psalm begins, "Why have you forsaken me? I am poured out like water, and all my bones are out of joint. My heart is like melting wax. It is melted within my breast. My strength is dried up like a potsherd, and my tongue sticks to my jaws. You have laid me in the dust of death. For dogs and a company of evildoers encircle me, and they have pierced my hands and feet. I can count all my bones. They stare and gloat over me. They divide my garments among them, and for my clothing they cast lots." As you listen to this passage, what do you hear, smell, feel, sense? How does the voice of Jesus sound to you when he says, "I thirst"?
The Gospel of John. After this, Jesus, knowing that all was now, said to fulfill the scripture, "I thirst." A jar full of sour wine stood there, so they put a sponge full of the sour wine on a hyssop branch and held it to his mouth. When Jesus had received the sour wine, he said, "It is finished." And he bowed his head and gave up his spirit.
Jesus thirsts. He is fully God. He is fully man. What does this passage reveal to you about the nature and character of Jesus? At the 6th hour, Jesus sat by the well and said to the Samaritan woman, "Give me a drink." To her confusion, Jesus responded, "If you knew the gift of God and who it is that is saying to you, 'Give me a drink,' you would have asked him, and he would have been you living water." What is the unquenchable thirst within you? What would it look like for you to drink from the living waters that Jesus offers? As you reflect on these words of Jesus, "I thirst," listen to this passage from Matthew 25. "I was hungry, and you gave me no food. I was thirsty, and you gave me no drink. I was a stranger, and you did not welcome me. Naked, and you did not clothe me. Sick and in prison, and you did not visit me." Then they also will answer, saying, "Lord, when did we see you hungry or thirsty, or a stranger, or naked, or sick, or in prison, and did not minister to you?" Then he will say to them, "Truly, as you did not do it to one of the least of these, you did not do it to me." Wherever there is suffering, Jesus is present, saying, "I thirst." Consider the hungry, thirsty, the refugees, the poor, the sick, the imprisoned. Spend some time in prayer asking Jesus, "Where do you thirst? How would you like to use me?"